A reading from the letter of Paul to the Philippians. Brothers and sisters, have no anxiety at all, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, make your requests known to God. Then the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is gracious, if there is any excellence, and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Keep on doing what you have learned and received and heard and seen in me. Then the God of peace will be with you. The word of the Lord.
Our second reading for this Sunday is taken from the letter of Paul to the Philippians. We have been reflecting on fruitful service in the Lord's vineyard. In the first reading, the prophet Isaiah used this beautiful image of God as the owner and even the laborer of a vineyard. The vineyard is the people Israel. And sad to say, the vineyard did not produce the fruits that the owner had intended. The vineyard could resist the love and the labor of the owner. And so we are asked, if we consider God as the primary laborer who works in us, we, His vineyard, what type of fruits do we produce? Are they the fruits of God's action? Or do we just claim that we belong to God, His vineyard, yet the fruits that we produce are not the fruits of God's work or God's kingdom? This is a constant challenge to all of us. This is a matter that we should examine every day. This is part of our examine of consciousness and examination of life. St. Paul, in the second reading, proposes something similar. If we ask St. Paul, what are the fruits of people who claim that they are the vineyard of the Lord? Those who claim that they are the fruit of Christ's labor in His public ministry, the fruits of His preaching, the fruit of His dying on the cross, the fruit of His resurrection. If we may apply to the Christian community the image of the vineyard, and Jesus is the worker, the owner-worker who labored hard, what should be the fruit? What are the expected fruits? St. Paul gives us in the form of exhortation what those fruits should be. These are the things that we should work on if we are truly a Christian community. He says, your thoughts should be wholly directed to all that is true, truth, all that deserves respect, respectability, all that is honest, pure, admirable, decent, virtuous, or worthy of praise. These are the fruits that we should be reaping for Jesus, the Jesus who died for us. Great labor on the part of Jesus, His blood watering our lives. Wow, what do we expect of the purest love of all? If that is the blood, the water that is supposed to nurture us, then they could only bear fruits of truth, respectability, honesty, decency, and what is honorable. My dear brothers and sisters, let this be part of our concrete daily examination of self. When we deal with people, what fruit do they see in us? And what fruit do we generate in them through our interaction with them? Do we become the co-workers of Jesus in this vast vineyard so that we sow seeds of what is true, good, honest, and decent? Now, I think all of us will agree, we want to be the vineyard of Jesus, and we want to be His co-workers. And then we ask, how? How can we be that vineyard? How could we be co-workers of Christ? The answer of St. Paul in today's second reading, pray. Pray. Open your minds and your hearts to God. For true prayer will make us attuned to God's mind. And with prayer, hopefully, we will do what is pleasing to God. So prayer as the way to our work in the vineyard of the Lord and our way to reaping the fruits of Jesus' labor for us.